Karen is trying to fine me for my grass being half an inch too high. In return, she will pay and mysteriously resign from the HOA board. Sometimes karma really does mow your lawn for you. It was a hot Saturday afternoon, and I had just finished mowing my lawn when I heard it. The sharp, authoritative knock I had come to dread. Only one person in the neighborhood knocked like that. Sure enough, when I opened the door, there she was. Karen, the self-appointed queen of the HOA, arms crossed, scowl firmly in place.
Your grass is half an inch too high,
She declared. I blinked. Excuse me?
your lawn. The HOA has strict guidelines. It must not exceed 3 inches in height. I measured, and yours is 3.5. That's a violation. You'll be fined.
I glanced at my yard, then back at her. Karen, I literally just finished mowing. The grass is perfectly fine. She scoffed.
Rules are rules. If we let one person slide, the whole neighborhood falls apart. It's a matter of community standards. You'll receive an official notice in the mail.
I crossed my arms. And who exactly appointed you to measure people's grass? She smirked.
As a member of the HOA board, it's my responsibility to ensure everyone follows the rules. I have the authority to issue fines.
I had had enough of her nonsense. All right, Karen. If you're going to enforce rules, I hope you're following them yourself. Her confidence faltered just a bit.
Of course I do. Unlike some people, I care about this neighborhood.
I pulled out my phone and opened the HOA rulebook, something I had studied carefully thanks to Karen's repeated complaints about my mailbox, fence, and patio furniture. Funny, because according to Section 5B, all members of the HOA board must maintain their properties to the same standard they enforce, or they will be subject to the same penalties. I looked up from my phone. I couldn't help but notice your yard has weeds taller than my grass. And that flower bed in front of your house? Completely overgrown? Her face turned red.
That's different. I've been busy.
I shook my head. No exceptions. If my grass is supposedly too high, then your yard is definitely in violation. I snapped a few pictures. I think I'll bring this up at the next HOA meeting. See how the rest of the board feels about double standards. Karen sputtered.
You wouldn't dare.
Oh, I absolutely would. In fact, I think I'll report it myself. And since the fine for a first violation is $200, well, looks like you're the one paying today. She opened her mouth, then closed it again, clearly struggling for a response. I smiled. Maybe next time you'll think twice before nitpicking someone else's lawn. Without another word, Karen spun on her heel and stormed off, fuming. Sure enough, at the next HOA meeting, her violations were addressed. And guess who got fined? That's right, Karen. Just another day dealing with the neighborhood enforcer, or should I say, former enforcer, because after that, she mysteriously stepped down from the HOA board.